Hey guys, and welcome to my porch here in Bali. For you guys who are new to my channel, my name is Kristin and I have a blog, respectfulmom.com, and I just talk about everything related to respectful, mindful, conscious parenting. Today I want to share with you a little trick I like to call my half smile trick. And it's something I shared on Instagram a while back, and it's like every day I get feedback on it, like positive feedback from moms and parents who are like, oh my god, this little trick is just saving my life. It's like completely transformed my everyday kind of energy and how I'm feeling, and it's so simple and I use it so much, and thank you so much for it. And it's great because it's so simple, and I think that's also why you can just apply it like right now and instantly, and it doesn't require anything and no prior practice. It's something that we can all do. So I want to share that trick with you, but additionally I also want to share two more tricks that I haven't talked about before, but they do the same thing. They help us immediately shift our energy into a more positive state, and it's something we can do when we're feeling, more frustrated, or we feel like we're like getting close to the edge and we might lose it with our children. Things are stressful and tough. And so these three things, the half smile trick and the other two things that I'll talk about in the end of the video, they really help with that, help keep us on the away from the edge and on the safe side. I just came out of the shower, so my hair is like all over the place, whatever. So what is the half smiling trick? Well, it's simple. It's just that. It's a half smile. So basically it's where you would practice half smiling as much as you can throughout the day, and it's really the goal should be that a half smile would basically be your default facial expression when you're going about your day, and it's really minor, and I'll just even show you how little of a change it is. So I'll see if I can demonstrate a half smile for you. So let's see, how is my face if I'm just completely relaxed and it's like with no facial expression? It'd be something like this. Okay, and then if I put a half smile on, it would be something like so. I don't even know if the camera could detect a difference there. And I think a lot of it is in our mind, and it's like the feeling we get when we intentionally put on a little half smile. Even just now when I'm like demonstrating this, I can feel the instant shift in my energy, and you just get a rush of positive energy and feeling in, and it really makes a huge difference. I totally encourage you to try this. So when to do this? Anytime, really. I mean, this should be our like I say, our default facial expression, really. When we're going about our day, we're like in the store, we're in the grocery store, or we're pushing our pram down the street, whatever we're doing, we're driving, we just have a little half smile on. And for some of us, it might feel even a little awkward to do this, because it has this effect that you're a little bit more open to the world and open to the people around you and strangers also. I mean, it takes us from this, like when we're closed in our little box and just focused inwards on and usually it's like we're going through all the things we haven't done today and on our to-do lists, or we're it's a little bit of a negative energy. We're thinking like everything is a little bit tough, and we're just in our small little world getting things done, and we don't really want any extra input, we're kind of closing ourselves off a little bit from the external world. And this does the opposite. It kind of brings us, it opens us up a little bit. And all of a sudden, I felt this with myself. I'm like smiling a little bit more to strangers in the store or out on the street, because you're kind of already half smiling. So it's so easy to just kind of break out into a smile, and you will just so much easily do that. And it's really, really nice. So absolutely in everyday, whatever we're doing around the house, we're doing the dishes or we're cooking or whatever, with a half smile, it makes everything more pleasant, everything more smooth and kind of easier for us. But also to be intentional, like when there's tension in the house, our children are arguing or something, they're upset about something, I will try and remind myself to put on a half smile and then walk into a room and deal with whatever needs to be dealt with. And it really, really sets the right tone. So that was the half smile trick. And I really, I'm so curious to know, because I feel the instant energy shift. I feel like immediately I feel better when I do this. And I would love to know, you have to let me know, and just comment below. Did you try it, like when you're watching this video just now? And did you feel different? So we did the half smile trick. Okay, so that's one. The second one is all about touch. So this is when we are feeling tense, or we're getting frustrated, our children are having a tough time, we're having a tough time, tensions are running high. And if we can just focus on handling our children gently. So gentle touch. And a lot of the time when we are stressed out and we're feeling like, they're having a hard time putting their clothes on and we're just running late, we will, be more likely to kind of grab them around the wrist, grab them around the arms, kind of like, put their jackets on kind of like in a rough way, and we're like, get over here, let's get out of the house, and da-da-da. Or we're getting them ready for bed, or we're just feeling frustrated, and this is, when we will just towel them down a little bit, more roughly than we would maybe like to. So it really, really helps if we focus on gentle touch. It slows us down, and it completely shifts our energy towards them. And the thing is, with our children, and we know this, they're so sensitive to our energy. When we're sick and we're feeling under the weather, we're stressed out, this is when our children will mirror us, and they will have a hard time. And everyone is having a hard time, right? We know this. And this is the same. So when we focus on a more gentle touch, we slow down, and they will mirror that, and things will run more smoothly. Instantly we feel more relaxed, more gentle. And I like to try and remind myself, like, even though we slow down and it feels counterintuitive because we're trying to get out of the house fast, it actually saves us time because our children become more cooperative with us. So try that, try gentle touch. It really creates like a more positive cycle, and like a more positive way of just communicating through touch. And the last trick is about our voice. This will also help us calm down and stay more unruffled when we start focusing on lowering our voice a little bit, talking a little bit softer and slower. It's almost like a balance that we want to bring to the table. It's like, like this beautiful mantra, share your calm, right? So really what we're striving for when we want to share our calm in this way is like, basically the more intense or the bigger the feelings and the more tension our children are experiencing and showing us and expressing, the more intimate and soft we are. It really helps. So we give space, we don't try to talk over them when they're, screaming or crying or talking loudly or being frustrated or whatever it is, or having a hard time. We don't try and get their attention, and kind of like get them to listen to us at that moment. being mindful of like our voice and how and being more soft and talking slower and talking in a lower voice, and also not talking, just giving more space, listening. And then when there's a little break in the expression, for example, if our children are really having a hard time, and then there's always a break, they're gonna have to come up for air if they're screaming, whatever it is. That's when we say what we want to say, or acknowledge the feeling. Or so this really helps us as well. This helps us shift our energy into a more unruffled, gentle, positive, soft way. And that's really where we want to be. So keep those 3 in mind. I would love to know if you thought this was helpful. And check out my other videos now. I'm so excited to be back on YouTube. You're gonna see a lot more coming from me from this beautiful porch. Is that the English word, by the way? Porch. I think so. English is not my native language. Sorry about that. So, so yeah. Hope to see you next time.